What's going on? Um, I'm continuing to take care of your business, and your business will take care of you, right? But on this part of it, this part two of it, I want to focus more on 401ks, right? Some people don't have a 401k. Some people have no plans on ever having a 401k. I'm going to explain several reasons why I think it's important to have a 401k. Um, it's a lot of benefits of having a 401k, right? Um, First of all, before we get into it, I want to tell everybody I want y'all to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Um, if you can understand or you can relate what I'm talking to, what I'm talking about, I need y'all to like it, share it, but most definitely I need you to subscribe. I'm all over the place. I think I'm talking too fast, right? But I think I want you to subscribe, right? Because this is bigger than me. The mission that I'm on, the mission that I'm trying to take y'all on with me. Um, once I get to where I'm trying to go to, it's going to benefit other people. I'm going to help other people. Um, my goal is to always inform people and to help people for people who don't know. Because sometimes it's not that people don't want to be successful or they don't want to be in the right position. It's just that they don't know. Or maybe they've heard it, but they wasn't real sure about it, right? So make sure you subscribe to the channel, like, uh, comment. Let me know what you're thinking. You think I'm doing something good? You think I should talk about something else or whatever? Just let me know, right? So if you don't have a 401k, as soon as you can, next time you go to work, um, ask your boss, the managers or whatever, ask them about the 401k. How can you be a part of the 401k? They should be able to tell you. If they don't have that much information, they should have a number for you. You can call the home office. Um, if you don't have a job that offers the 401k, that's okay. You can only do what you can do. But the next job that you look for, the next job that you get, make sure you ask about that. If you in the interview and they ask you anything you want to know about the job or whatever, everybody always concerned about how much you get paid. That's something good to ask about. But you want to know, do they offer the 401k? Do they have insurance benefits? What kind of benefits do they have? But most likely, most important to me, yeah, the benefits are important, healthcare, all that, but you want to go straight to, do y'all have a 401k? How do I get involved in the 401k? Um, what's the percentage they take out of my check for the 401k? And you want to get into that. Or if you're already at a job that offers the 401k and you don't have the 401k, you want to go in there, you want to get that set up immediately, right? And some people might even argue, if the job don't match this, if the job don't match that, it ain't worth it. A 401k is nothing but stock. It's beneficial. The main reason for it is because when people, I know you've known people that retired, right? And then they come out of retirement and start working again. That's because your Social Security or your disability, it's not going to be enough. And after you done worked all them years, you want to get to the point that you can relax. Not, you don't even have to relax, right? If you want to work after you retire, you want that to be because that's what you want, not because you have to. When you have to do things, you kind of work yourself to death, or become stress, or even some depression. You want to avoid all that, and you want to make sure that if you, what type of bank account you want to have. You want to try to get into a credit union. Go If you're not into a credit union, go find a credit union. Sometimes it has to be related to your job. Sometimes credit unions will let you just walk up and open up an account, right? As long as everything is legit. The reason why I say a credit union, because most bank accounts, when I be telling people you can save $25, $50, or whatever every 2 weeks, you want to get something saved. in your savings is where you want to be putting that money, the $25 or the $50 or the $10, whatever you saving every 2 weeks. That's the money you really don't want to touch. You can live out of your check-ins, but your savings is something like a 401k. You're going to gain interest, but it's just not going to be like stock. It's not going to be exactly like your 401k. But you want to have both. You want to be a savings and a check-ins, and you want to have a 401k. Reason why you want to get a credit union account, because the credit union account, they're different. They have different benefits or whatever. And in a credit union account, your savings gains more interest than a regular bank account. So if you're cool with your bank, you like your bank, you don't have to get rid of it, but you need to go find you a credit union that you can get a part of. And then they give personal loans easier. They give loans for cars easier. Not that you want to go to that point, but if you ever need that point, you go to your bank and see what they can do for you if needed. I want people to stay away from the check cashing places, because when you deal with the check cashing places, you borrow $1,500, you're gonna damn near pay like 2 times whatever you borrow, right? And if it ain't 2 times, in some cases you're gonna be almost pay 3 times whatever you borrow, because they putting interest on it every day, right? Now here's another benefit of the 401k. If you have a 401k, you can borrow from yourself, right? Say you have $6,000 in your 401k. You can borrow up to half of whatever you have in your 401k. There are no penalties if you're borrowing from yourself. It's only penalties if you try to take all of your money out of your 401k. So if you say, look, instead of borrowing from the check cashing place, you need to find out who's doing your 401k. Sometimes it's banks, sometimes it's the job that you're working for. Find out, contact them. This is when you get into a bind. Don't just start borrowing from yourself just to go get some outfits or whatever. This is if your kid got a graduation, you want to make sure that graduation is good, or you're falling behind on your bills or whatever. Instead of going to a check cashing place, you want to be able to borrow from yourself. So you get in touch with your 401k provider, and you ask them how much you have. If they tell you have $10,000, if they tell you have $8,000, just remember, no matter what you have, you can only borrow half of what you have. You don't have to borrow half, but just think about this. You got $6,000 and you said, man, I want to borrow $3,000. I mean, you can do that. They won't do the penalties. Whatever percentage that you have coming out of your check every 2 weeks, they'll add something onto that to pay yourself back. So you borrow $3,000, you might be paying between $25 and $30 every 2 weeks to pay yourself back. Plus the 10% or whatever you got coming out of your check, 3%, 5%, that's going into your check. It's still yours. It's all yours. I can't really put that into your mind or bang it into your soul hard enough. Don't worry about it. If your job is, some jobs, they match up to a certain percentage. Even if your job don't match up to a certain percentage, it doesn't matter. This is stock. This is money for when you retire. You want to have several ways so when you retire that you will be okay. For one, you want to get a savings, right? A checking is what you live out of. A savings is like the 401k. It's just more accessible. You can get to it but easier, and there ain't no fines or nothing if you take your money out. You want to put money, when I was talking about saving a certain amount every 2 weeks, that money goes into the savings. That $25 or that $50 every 2 weeks goes into your savings, right? And then it's the 401k. Of course, when you retire, you'll have some Social Security, disability. You want to have multiple streams of money when you retire, so you can be okay. You can still live a comfortable life. And if you got something on the side, fixing dinners or whatever you're doing, cutting hair, whatever, you want to be able to live comfortable. So 401k is what I try to talk everybody into doing. And they ask me, why do I care? I care because when I'm trying to tell someone something positive and they tell me, well, what are you doing to do good? Or what are you doing to make things be better? This is what I'm doing. I'm making you aware of things that you can do to make your life on a better situation. You're going to come up with issues during your life that may occur, bumps in the road or whatever. You got to deal with it as they come. But at the same time, you got to figure out, why are you on your journey? I don't care what the journey is. You're going to have some stuff, heartbreak, depression, stressing out. You got to be still trying to do things. You might be in the hole. You might lose your apartment. You might be out on the streets. Don't lose sight. As long as you can keep money coming in, you might not even be able to afford rent and get put out. Do not lose sight of making sure you save that $25, $15, or $10 every 2 weeks. And don't let nobody know that you're saving that. People will help you, but they might not help you. Some people help with the understanding that they're getting something out of it. So you always got to help yourself. If don't nobody help you, you got to help yourself. Make sure you do the 401k. Make sure you have a savings account. Try, if you can, have a savings account in the credit union, because you get more percentages on your money in the credit union. And make sure, if you're going to borrow money, stay away from the check cashing places. I've done it. Advanced Financial, I've borrowed money, and every 2 weeks they were taking $100 and something. And then you don't do nothing but borrow again, because you're still trying to get more and more out of the hole, and they don't do nothing but put you deeper in the hole. So if you understand those things, you would know. And if you don't understand it quite yet, still do the good things that's gonna take care of you, and later on it'll make more sense. Because when your car break down, you got options. You can borrow from yourself out of your 401k, or you can look in your savings where you've been saving at $25, $30 or whatever every 2 weeks, and you can say, man, I got $500. It costs $200 to get my car fixed. Or, if you was able to have money in your check-ins, always go to your check-ins first. That's the money where you're supposed to live out of. Make your 401k and make your savings account the last result that you borrow from yourself. Don't touch that money unless it's necessary, right? I'm hoping I'm getting to you. I'm hoping I'm making sense. I'm going to keep pounding. I'm going to keep on telling. Every time I make a video, I'm going to try to make it something that can help you. It might be something that you don't want to hear. It doesn't matter to me. I'm not here to argue with you, trying to convince you to do something you don't want to do. I am here for solutions. I care about solutions. I don't care about, well, what if this happened? What if that's happened? Don't think, yes, things can happen. You will deal with it when it comes. Until then, work on solutions, not arguing. Arguing gets you nowhere. I don't care if it's a relationship or whatever. It gets you nowhere. Okay, we're having problems. What's the solution? How can we make the situation better? That's what we're gonna be doing on my channel. I'm always gonna be talking about solutions. It's always issues that can come up. What if? What if you pass away? They got your money. It's just so much we can worry about. But if we focus on solutions, maybe we can have some money to leave our kids when we pass away. Maybe we can break that the chain of them having to work so hard. Financial stability. We want financial wealth. We want that passed on to our kids. We don't have no kids passed on to another family member. That's the only way. And I always have life insurance so they don't have to struggle so hard to bury you, right? So I hope this helped you or whatever. I just hope this helped you. I hope you can get something out of it. If not, maybe some of my other videos can help you. Take care of your business, and your business will take care of you.